I've lived alone for about 3 years now. After my divorce, I bought a small two-story house just outside of town. It's old, built sometime in the late 70s, but solid. The kind of place where the floors creak a little and the pipes make noise in the winter. Nothing unusual, nothing scary. At least that's what I thought. There's a hallway light near the front door that's always been slightly faulty. Every now and then it flickers. I never bothered fixing it. It wasn't constant, and I kind of got used to it. It became one of those small quirks of the house. About 6 months ago, something changed. It was just after midnight. I had fallen asleep on the couch watching TV and woke up to the sound of something subtle, a click. I didn't think much of it at first. Houses make noises, wood contracts, appliances shut off. Then I noticed the hallway light. It was flickering more than usual, not randomly either. It would flicker 3 or 4 times in quick succession, then stop completely for a few seconds, then start again. I sat there watching it for a minute. I remember thinking that I should probably finally replace the bulb. That's when I heard the first creak. It came from the hallway, a slow, deliberate creak of a floorboard. I muted the TV. Silence. Then another creak. Closer. I stood up slowly, trying to convince myself it was nothing. The house shifts sometimes at night. Temperature changes. Wind pressure. There are logical explanations for everything. I walked toward the hallway, and as I did, the light flickered again. Rapidly this time. The creaking stopped. I stood there staring down the hallway, half expecting to see something, but it was empty. Just the front door, the small rug, and that flickering light above. I checked the door lock. Still locked. I even opened the door and looked outside. The street was empty. No cars, no movement. I went back inside and locked it again. That should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. The next night, around the same time, I woke up in my bed to the sound of footsteps. Not loud, not rushed, just slow, steady steps on the wooden floor downstairs. At first, I thought I was dreaming. I stayed still, listening carefully. Step, pause, step, pause. It sounded like someone pacing. My heart started pounding so loudly I could hear it in my ears. I grabbed my phone from the nightstand and checked the time. 12:17 a.m. The hallway light outside my bedroom flickered, the faint glow visible under my door. That's when I realized something that made my stomach drop. I had turned that light off before going to bed. I sat up slowly in bed and listened. The footsteps stopped. Complete silence. Then, after what felt like a full minute of nothing, one single step. Right outside my bedroom door. I couldn't breathe. I stared at the door handle, expecting it to slowly turn. It didn't. Instead, I heard something else. Breathing. Soft. Calm. Controlled breathing. On the other side of the door. I don't know how long I sat there frozen. It could have been seconds. It felt like hours. Finally, I forced myself to speak. "Is someone there?" My voice barely came out above a whisper. The breathing stopped. Total silence again. And then, very faintly, a whisper. I couldn't understand the words. It wasn't loud enough, but it was definitely a whisper. Slow, intentional, right against the door. Every rational thought left my mind at that moment. I grabbed the baseball bat I keep beside my bed and walked slowly toward the door. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely grip it. I counted to 3 in my head and yanked the door open. The hallway was empty. The light was steady now. No flickering, no footsteps, no breathing, nothing. I checked every room in the house, closets, bathrooms, even the basement. all empty. Doors and windows still locked. No signs of forced entry. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I installed 2 security cameras, one covering the hallway, one facing the front door. I also replaced the hallway light bulb, thinking maybe the electrical issue was somehow causing all of this stress. For 2 nights, nothing happened. I started convincing myself it had been stress, lack of sleep, maybe even a dream mixed with reality. Until the third night, at exactly 12:17 a.m., I woke up again. This time to my phone, vibrating. Motion alert from the hallway camera. I felt cold immediately. I opened the live feed. The hallway was empty. But the light, it was flickering again, rapidly, aggressively. I watched the screen as the light blinked on and off. Then I heard it, not through the camera, in real life. Downstairs, footsteps, slow, measured, moving across the living room floor. I stayed completely still and turned the volume up on the camera app. The microphone picked up nothing unusual, just faint static. But in my house, outside the bedroom, I could hear it clearly. Step, pause, moving toward the stairs. My bedroom is at the top of those stairs. The hall